Have you ever wondered how certain traits we take lightly can affect our mental health? It's a question that may seem daunting, but it's crucial to unravel, particularly in our current society where mental health awareness is on the rise. Toxic traits. We've all heard the term, but do we really know what it means? They're often subtle, almost invisible, yet they carry a weight that can drag us down without us even realizing it. These are the characteristics that poison relationships, whether they're with our family members, our friends, or our colleagues. They're the behaviors that over time erode our sense of self-worth, our confidence, and our mental well-being. Let's take a moment to delve into some of these toxic traits. They can range from manipulation, where a person uses others for their own gain, to excessive criticism, where nothing ever seems good enough. Then there's selfishness, an all-consuming trait that puts one's own needs and desires above everyone else's. These are just a few examples, but the list goes on. Now you might be thinking, well, nobody's perfect, we all have our flaws. And that's true. But it's the prevalence of these toxic traits in society that's concerning. They're not just occasional lapses in judgment or temporary bouts of selfishness. They're consistent, recurring patterns of behavior that harm not only the people on the receiving end, but also the individuals who possess these traits. The problem is, these traits are often normalized. We shrug them off as just part of someone's personality, or we justify them with phrases like, "That's just how they are." But this mindset only perpetuates the cycle, allowing these damaging traits to continue unchecked. So why are we talking about this? Why is it so important to understand these toxic traits? Because awareness is the first step towards change. Recognizing these traits within ourselves and others is the first step towards understanding their impact on our mental health. We can't begin to address these issues until we acknowledge that they exist. Recognizing these toxic traits is the first step towards understanding their impact on our mental health. And in the upcoming scenes we will delve deeper into this topic, exploring the real impact of these traits and how they intertwine with our mental health. To fully grasp the weight of this topic, consider the following real-life scenarios. Imagine someone we'll call Alex. Alex grew up in a home where criticism was the daily bread. Every action, every decision, every thought was met with harsh words and disapproval. This persistent negativity seeped into Alex's psyche, slowly but surely chipping away at his self-esteem. As time passed, Alex began to believe the criticism. He began to see himself as less than, unworthy, and incapable. The constant criticism, a toxic trait, had a profound and lasting impact on Alex, leading him to struggle with self-esteem issues that spilled over into his adult life, affecting his relationships, career, and overall happiness. Now let's meet Jamie. Jamie was in a relationship where manipulation was the norm. Her partner had a knack for twisting situations, making Jamie feel guilty for things she hadn't done. This manipulation was so subtle, so nuanced, that Jamie didn't even realize she was being manipulated. She felt trapped in the relationship, unable to leave because her partner had convinced her that she was the problem. This toxic dynamic led Jamie into a spiral of depression, as she grappled with feelings of guilt, shame, and inadequacy. These stories of Alex and Jamie are not mere anecdotes. They're snapshots of the harsh reality faced by individuals who fall prey to toxic traits. The constant criticism faced by Alex led to a crippling lack of self-esteem. The manipulation Jamie endured resulted in a debilitating depression. These are not just emotional pains, they are deep-seated mental health issues that can take years, even a lifetime, to heal. These cases are not isolated incidents but mirror the experiences of countless individuals worldwide. The impact of toxic traits is real, and it's high time we address them, not just for the sake of those suffering but for the well-being of our society as a whole. Now that we've seen the evidence, it's time to delve into the direct impact of toxic traits on mental health. Toxic traits, like a propensity for negativity or a pattern of manipulative behavior, can have a profound effect on our mental well-being. They can lead to mental health issues such as anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. Imagine carrying a heavy invisible backpack everywhere you go. That's what it's like living with the burden of toxic traits. It's exhausting, it's debilitating, and it's something no one should have to endure. These traits can breed anxiety, a persistent feeling of worry or fear that doesn't go away. This often leads to depression, a sense of hopelessness or sadness that can last for weeks, months, or even years. The continual self-doubt and criticism that toxic traits promote can also erode self-esteem, making individuals feel worthless or inadequate. The long-term effects of these issues should not be underestimated. If not addressed, they can become chronic, affecting a person's ability to function in their daily life. They can impact relationships, job performance, and even physical health. The ripple effect of toxic traits on mental health can be far-reaching, affecting every aspect of an individual's life. It's a serious issue that deserves our attention and understanding, and it's important to remember that help is always available for those who need it. We've journeyed through a path less traveled, one that has shown us the dangers of toxic traits. We've seen how these traits can damage not only relationships but also our mental health. It's crucial to recognize these traits and address them. If they become overwhelming, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Remember, acknowledging the problem is the first step towards healing. If you found this video helpful, please share it with others who might need it. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content.